Welcome to Hamilton tonight, where the hometown Tiger Cats are celebrating Made in the Hammer Night. Contrary to the team's classic defensive culture, it's offense that's defined the black and gold through 3 games as they welcome the daunting road warrior Winnipeg Blue Bombers as we round out Week 5 in the Canadian Football League here from Hamilton on Made in the Hammer Night that Winnipeg would love to spoil. Hot in 10. Laros underneath and intercepted on the very first play of the ball game. Not what the Bombers needed offensively to get things going. It's Destin Talbert who flew down from his boundary halfback position.
Destin Talbert reads it all the way. Great jump on this football. Sticking his foot in the ground, getting out of that back pedal.
Against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, he's got 5 options on this snap as he looks over the middle, double move caught, and running free through the secondary. DeAndre Smith picking right up where he left off in Week 2 against these Blue Bombers, where he had his first start at center came on the road in Winnipeg in Week 2. Is blitz on, and Mitchell looks to the end zone. Kenny Lawler hanging up in the air. Did he rip it away? He did, but was he inbounds? They'll say incomplete. And Lawler almost adding the acrobatics for another highlight catch.
After automatic review by the replay center, the ruling on the field is overturned to a touchdown.
Well, tag another one on for Kenny Lawler. Absolutely. Finally, Winton McMahon on the field for the Tiger Cats, and it comes here at home after a bone bruise on his knee, held him up for a while. Is now from behind. Claros goes down, and it's Julian Hauser. Inside, we see Brady Oliveira for the first time and churns those legs for a first down pickup. As Patty Neufeld play clock rolls inside 3. They do get it off, and Mitchell looks left all the way. Kenny Lawler, and on top of it, it's Williams once again. He said that Week 2 left a bad taste in 2011 at Miami of Ohio, so it's a memorable one. Just 1 touchdown pass, but they stayed connected. Looks like Claros and Dembski right there. Zach graduated in 2011, and Kelsey had 8 touchdowns in 2012, in case you were wondering. So,
Making the play out near the sideline.
Gio Castillo donning the goggles with the career long of 63. This one well inside of that, and the first points on the board. Blitz is on, Claros, and he didn't see it, ball's out! And on top of it is the big man, Beck, Stanley Bryant. And Claros just asking for a moment as a clean shot to start the second quarter.
Watch for Reggie Stubblefield, times it up from the right side of your screen. That timed up blitz hitting the line of scrimmage just as the ball is snapped, leaves him as the free guy coming backside. Zach Claros.
Big play, big celebration, rightfully so from Reggie Stubblefield as Bo Levi Mitchell goes back to the air and looks into the secondary. Wonderfully layered throw over the top of coverage, and DeAndre Smith at his 4th. Bo's gonna have to go, he recognizes it late. They'll fake the run, and to the outside on a corner route, and off the hands, incomplete. Max Bang. And a flag down in the backfield as Bo Levi Mitchell picks himself up off the Hamilton Stadium turf.
Roughing the passer, Winnipeg, number 40. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Bang, 6 catches coming into tonight, 3 touchdowns. Half the time this guy touches it, Dwayne, he scores.
Yeah, pretty good ratio. And calling your defense to overcome it.
Jay Kelly, the Markham, Ontario native, makes the play, and now it's tipped at the line of scrimmage, knocked down. And it looked like it was a guaranteed touchdown for Kenny Lawler, but the Winnipeg native, Colin Cornelson, 2nd year out of the Manitoba Bisons program, got a mid on it. Opponent's 20-yard line. Had not happened yet this year, was 12 of 12 with 4 touchdowns coming in, but it forces the field goal attempt from the Tiger Cats. Mark Leggio makes
Zach Claros perhaps a little banged up over there.
Claros helmet on and watching. We'll get an update when we can for you, but right now it's Elgersma's show as he completes underneath Nick Dembski, and again flying to the football.
On the sideline in behind Zach Claros there.
Not in uniform here tonight. It's Taylor Elgersma right now, and Bryce Perkins dressed as the third stringer as Isaiah Wooden somehow evades tacklers and spins away to the 30, nearly the 35 on what should have been a special teams tackle back inside the 20.
Behind Zach Calero, so the opportunity now is his.
An interesting interaction right there, as well as Mitchell looks to throw down the field, and right on the Hammer logo, Curly Gittens Jr. used to feature in the double blue.
The American Tim White adding a Canadian starter and Gittens Jr. to that receiving corps.
Get outside of Larry Roundtree as he's wrapped up by Willie Jefferson down the field, but you make a good point. At least touchdown attempt to Myron Mitchell. We'll see an all-out blitz from Winnipeg. Throws it up, and Major Williams one-on-one in coverage, and flags fly. A little bit too much physicality.
Pass interference, Winnipeg, number 24. It's going to be first down at the spot of the foul.
You see inside.
Mitchell, as they empty it out, looks right down the middle of the field and nearly intercepted. Oh! Would have been the first INT of the year for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and what a time it would have come. Mark Leggio lines this one up, just a chippy from 19. And another few points for the Tiger Cats. Avoiding gets a chance here in Hamilton. But with a dry handoff, and his best friend is going to become Brady Oliveira, especially if he's running like that. First down, Winnipeg. And he slips and falls. This one's going to fall short, and in play as it skips past Isaiah Wooden. The crowd was all fired up for that one.
Certainly not a common sight on an artificial surface, but you see that left foot, the plant foot slide as he goes to strike the football.
Intriguing too, they've been throwing in Myron Mitchell, Carrick Wheatfall, Kenny Lawler, everybody going after Williams, but he is standing tall, is now the outside, and Lawler sits it down in front of Williams with Retta Cramby flying out in coverage. Eighth different receiver catching a pass for Bo Levi Mitchell here tonight as pressure's on. He goes underneath, DeAndre Smith dancing, and they do go and get the first down after 1st and 15. Try to get to Bo Levi Mitchell. Jordan Younger calls in the 4-man rush, and now Cerez brings down Bo. Back he goes. And Mitchell grabbing his ankle at the end of the play. But man, what a shame. I mean, it's, you know, hate to see a quarterback leave for any reason. Hate to see a player get hurt in any situation, but this is not the way that we wanted to see the future CFL first ballot Hall of Famer leaving the field tonight. Winnipeg getting the football back as Trey Vavel catches it at the 35-yard line and turns around the corner. And if you're looking for instant offense with your backup quarterback in, who better to call than Vavel? Elgersma with 20 touchdowns in 2024 for the Golden Hawks, and this time gives it off on the end around, heading inside the 15, and it's Pokey Wilson, touchdown on the first offensive play they have after the break. Into the end zone, Winnipeg answers.
Wilson, he's going to motion, take that shovel pass from Taylor Elgersma. Again, little situational play calling, right? Your special teams helps you out, get good field position, high percentage load on the planet, closer to each other than Waterloo and Laurier, across the street from one another.
You thought Duke and UNC was good. Tobacco Road, if you're familiar with OUA play, this is the matchup.
Are we really going to see with Trey Ford and Taylor Elgersma at the helm?
Make the run, flip it around on the reverse. Carrick Wheatfall trying to get the edge, turns north-south, and close to the first down marker. Trey Ford, 4-man rush, rips it to the outside, caught, and DeAndre Smith, shy of the sticks, had to get to the 48. Wrapped up about 3 yards shy. Punting unit comes out for the Tiger Cats. So good strike. Trey gets first touch. Down the middle of the field into the end zone! Kenny Lawler has it for 6.
They're reviewing this when you see immediately the Winnipeg Blue Bombers suggesting it was incomplete. We'll take a look. And Yeah, you can see that one.
Great shot.
Hit the ground.
Yeah, our
Terrific
CFL
camera work.
TSN crew caught the backside angle of it. They have the final decision from the replay center.
After automatic review by the replay center, the ruling on the field has been overturned to an incomplete pass.
The area as well. They fake it to Dembski, and then Brady O spins off original contact, puts a shoulder down, and makes his way for the first down. Didn't have it on first effort, but
It's a novelty that these guys are Canadian quarterbacks and went to Canadian universities. But right now, we just want to know if they can play.
oh, this is a big throw. Ontario Wilson, they'll draw the defensive pass interference call, so
Accidental trip.
It is accidental pass interference against Hamilton, number 2. It'll be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
I knew what we were doing, reading routes and all the rest. As Elgersma stares down second and long here, past the football, now pressure's on, and down he goes! The Hamilton pass rush gets there, Philip Osai. Talk about playing the piano a second ago, hitting all the different keys he possibly can to make sweet notes, and turns out Larry Roundtree is all they needed here, hacked down out near midfield, but a first down on first down in the gain of 16. Takes the snap here and hands it off once again in between the tackles. And all of a sudden, Hamilton's running game has come to life as this one's loose at the bottom of the pile. Roundtree lost it.
Cramdy very intentionally. Nice play to sort of going through some plays with him on the sidelines.
Certainly not done for the evening. Doesn't appear to be injury. Is now rifling it on an interception. It's Major Williams who picked it off on a pass that was closest to Kenny Lawler. But when they put in Jake Dolagala a minute ago.
Looking to the outside. Kenny Lawler. Several steps outside of where that ball was thrown. Williams sees the ball in the air, sits on it.
Up and down here tonight, just through the interception. Now Elgersma trying to play hero with a clean pocket. He rips it to the outside, and it is completed. Reggie Stubblefield right there. And you can see Brett Monson calling things in as Bryce Perkins, the short yardage quarterback, is in. Plucks his way forward. Flags fly on both sides. Usually indicative of the Hamilton defense lining up.
There are 2 fouls on the previous play. We have offside, Hamilton. That penalty is declined. Too many players, Hamilton. 10-yard penalty, first down Winnipeg.
In Winnipeg now.
Absolutely, his draw handoff to Brady Oliveira and tumbling through the middle of the Hamilton defense for a first down. It's a gain of 12. And Tim White will hand it off. Brady Oliveira gets that and more. How aggressive will the Bombers be? They'll play it safe, back to Oliveira. Reads his blocks, bounces off another tackler or two, and looks like he reaches. From Quebec City, Ian LaRue is the long snapper. Jamison Sheehan is the holder, and the field goal is good. Winnipeg leads for the first time here this evening.
Poised to collect his first Canadian Football League win.
Pressure on, and down goes Dolagala as the helmet pops off at the end of the play. David Reese. And that will do it in a memorable twisting and turning conclusion to week number 5. Taylor Elgersma finds a way in replacement of Zach Collaros out with injury before David Reese wraps up and throws down Jake Dolagala